Welcome to another episode, Dr. James Beckett's Sports Card Insights. We're going to do a box review. I'm here with Rich Klein. We were given a couple of boxes of 2019 Topps Allen Ginter quote-unquote baseball. So we are going to have a lot of fun going through those packs. Those boxes are courtesy of Dane Coenen of Dynasty Breaks, who was a guest. Let's see, maybe last week, whenever that would be. But and Dane and I had a good connect, and he just said, "Hey, I got some boxes for you. One for you, one for Rich." I said, "Thanks, Dane. That's very nice. I'll be sure to give you a shout out for you've apparently broken a bunch of the Allen Ginter, and we actually talked about that on our episode." So Dane's not a sponsor of the show, but he certainly is a sponsor of this show, and we thank you, Dane, and thank you, Dynasty Breaks. Our sponsors, our regular charter sponsors, are Beckett Media, which includes Beckett Grading and Beckett Authentication, ComC, SwimC.com, where Rich works, Burbank Sports Cards out in California, Mike Stadium Sports Cards in Colorado, Huggins and Scott Auctions, Heritage Auctions, Panini, Topps, and Upper Deck. So this is a little bit of a shout out to Topps for one of their enduring legacy brands that they've enjoyed putting out for some time. And Rich, it seems like the more complicated, the better.
In some ways it is. Heritage, which has been around even longer, is very complicated too in some ways, with all the various inserts and all the various permutations now of the variations. And regular Topps, if you really want to create just a master set, when I'm at work and I'm doing a set-by-set review of the database, I look at what's in like 2018 Topps and all the parallels and all the offshoots. It takes forever to just review the sets, forget even looking just to make sure everything's correct. So there's a lot of information in these sets, and collectors seem to really be enjoying what I'll call basic and complicated at the same time. There are those that just want to get basically the base cards and the short prints in whatever set, and then there's others that say, bring it on, let me go for a master set in whichever product I really prefer. And Ginter's been now about a 15-year product, and it's really a nice, long-living product that I think because of, not bells and whistles, but because of all the innovative concepts they do each year, it's really, hey, what's Ginter going to do this year?
Well, it's the opposite of many of the products that have gone more exclusive, higher price points, very, very limited. There almost are no base cards in some of these high-end products now. And this is a box that's $100 or less.
And a decent amount of base cards. There's the mini or the inserts in every pack. There are the 3 hits in the boxes. And of course, there's that infamous time for me when I was writing the review for Sports Collectors Daily. I got the 3 hits in the box, 2 of which were Alex Avila relic cards, which prompted some soul on Facebook to say, doesn't Rich ever get anything good out of a box? And I thought that was a great comment because it showed how honest, the card companies weren't loading up my boxes with big hits. They were giving me what they gave everybody else. And I think that's to their credit, actually.
Well, I agree. And I think I may have mentioned this when I was either in the episode or when I was talking to Dane, is that back in the day, if you go back about 25 years into the mid-90s, some of the boxes we got from a certain company that is now defunct always happened to have a little bit more than advertised. And that was in hopes that we would give perhaps an excellent review. But these boxes were sealed, and I think pretty much the collation is squared away to where we're going to get 3, and it'll be interesting to see what we get.
And I did a quick scan. I didn't go card by card, but it looks like it got a fairly normal, typical Ginter box in what I got. I have not checked all the hits. I have not checked. I just did a very quick scan, and it looks good in terms of a nice mix of cards and inserts and minis and some of the weird stuff that really makes Ginter Ginter.
Listeners, I just want to tell you, Rich is one of the world-class quick scanners. I aspire to be as fast as Rich. Rob Veras is one of those super fast scanners. So Rich has already gotten a glimpse as we were preliminarily opening the packs so we could go through them in less than 15 minutes. But Rich, let's dig in. You've got a box, I've got a box. Let's pull off what would have been our first pack and see if we get anything noteworthy.
I did not. Actually, I have a pig racing contest as a mini card, which is kind of a fun card as my mini. To me, that's the highlight. I never even knew there was such a thing as pig racing.
I got Odin's Throne, which is clearly not part of my theology, but it's mythology, and I may put that one up for sale or put it in a certain kind of pile. Let's go to the next pack.
Next pack, again, the mini is really cute. It's a Golden Retriever collectible canine card. and we both own dogs. So
Yeah.
anything that shows our four-legged friends. And I just want to say, I don't want to date the episode, but yesterday was National Dog Day.
Well,
And people were posting their dog photos on Facebook. So I think it's kind of nice that.
Okay, so we're timely. I got a dachshund, and in deference and loyalty to our superb yellow lab, Bennett, I will be discarding my dachshund before Bennett gets a chance to see it.
Pack number 3, I have incredible equipment, Paul Bunyan's axe.
Oh, okay, I got it.
I also have a Teddy Williams card, but who cares? He only is the last player to hit 400 for a season.
Let's see here. So the minis are like one per pack,
Yes.
but there's different backs and different variations. Let's move along here. I'm getting another German Shepherd. It's not. Again, we're loyal to our dog here.
As you should be. Bennett is a wonderful young man.
He's 4 years old in people years, but dog years, that makes him just right. Yeah, Max Scherzer, a little mini card. I've got none of the
I've got no hits yet through
hits that
through
I
six
thought I would
pack.
get.
Pack number 7 leads off with Gary V. And Gary V is quite a potent force in the hobby right now.
I think he's brought a lot of energy and marketing promotion, and I'm happy with that. He's, one of the things we've talked about, Rich, is that when you're an individual in this industry, you can speak for yourself. But if you're a representative of a company or represent something else, then your words have more impact. But Gary V is a marketing force in his own right, and I'm happy he's aggressively promoting our industry.
Okay, and I now have from the
Cody Bellinger Mini.
That's not bad.
Slightly
I
better.
have my first hit, from the group, the 8 packs on the left, a Yadier Molina relic card. And Yadier Molina is probably going to be a Hall of Famer.
It could very well be Hall of Famer. Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. And there are other people in the pack too. Plus, Allen and Ginter, we talk about, they not just have baseball players, and we talk about the minis, but they also have other personalities. There's Tyler Kepner. And when he
wrote for us.
I was going to say,
back in the he was a 15-year-old
yeah.
or something, and
So-
and submitted stuff and just say, give me a chance. Now he's like a accomplished author.
Yes, he just
have you
wrote-
read his K book?
No, I've not, but I heard
Oh,
the
it's a
interview
great-
that Rob Nyer did with him on the Sabre podcast, and it's awesome.
One of my buddies just said it's fabulous.
And he does good work.
Well, that's good. No,
So I'm happy that, there's even a Beckett publication connection in these Allen and Ginter.
Yeah. Well, Rich, I'm almost halfway through here with no big hit. I got Tyler Kepner too.
Yay. And this is one of my favorite cards. He's never going to be a star, but he is a fan favorite. William, I cannot pronounce his last name. Astudillo, but his nickname is the Turtle, I believe.
Yeah.
And early in the year, he was playing third base, and he's this big, bulky guy. He made like some play where he wandered like way off the base and threw out the guy. And I'm not convinced his positive energy didn't help the Twins get going this year. And he's been part of their catching core too. And here's the Mike Oz card, and there's a lot of people who like Mike Oz in the hobby because he's another collector.
Yeah.
And
How did they select some of these non-baseball
Well, I
people?
know-
Are they taking nominations, or
I
they
know-
just try to keep track of popular culture?
well, I think they do a little of both. I know Suze is very active on Twitter.
Yes.
And I know there's an ABC network commentator by the name of Rick Klein.
Yeah.
He's a baseball card collector. His whole family collects baseball cards. And so I like when I see Rick because he'll laugh and he'll tell me, no, in this hobby, you're the real Rich Klein. I said, no, you're the real Rich Klein. And he was on a couple of years ago, and his Twitter profile even mentions the Allen and Ginter card.
Rich, I am 2/3 of the way through this box, and I have no pulls yet.
You'll get them.
Missed something. And
Okay, and here's
I've got
my
three
second hit.
dogs.
My
Oh,
sec-
by the way, my box topper was Angel Falls.
That's a nice place. We can go.
Venezuela. I've not been there. I don't
think I'm going to go to Venezuela at this point in my life.
right now. That's-
Speaking of South America, I got a Juan Soto N43 box topper.
Okay.
And here's a framed Derek Rodriguez
Okay.
Allen and Ginter signed card, which is kind of cool because his father is Pudge and spent.
Pudge is in town here. I see him every once in a while.
And there's the obligatory Mike Trout card. No, it's not an insert or anything. It's just a Mike Trout card, but we got a Mike Trout card out of the box.
I got my first hit here, which was Kyle Snyder, freestyle wrestler, game used.
People like those cards. There's a lot of collectors that actually.
Gary V.
There he is.
Gary V. But not,
You know, on Sunday of the National, he closed down the table, and as late as 4:30 on Sunday afternoon, he was walking around buying cards from other dealers.
Yeah.
He truly enjoys the hobby.
Well, he is realizes the liquidity is a big part of any successful industry. There's a Corbin Burns signed, framed mini.
Yeah.
So that's.
And here's a highlight for me. Sister Mary Jo Sobek relic card.
She's a Loyola lady?
She's the 99-year-old Loyola lady.
Yeah.
It looks like a piece from, her.
That's timely.
Yeah, and she's legendary for being such a devoted fan, pardon the pun.
Yeah, Ken Griffey Jr. mini.
And here's Pudge. Speaking, we had his son. Now we have a Pudge card.
Tom Seaver mini, and my last of my pulls is a John Lester game used.
John Lester could also, like we were talking about Yadier Molina, in today's world, John Lester could very well end up as a Hall of Famer.
He's won some big games.
He's played on world championship teams. He's closing in on 200 career wins, which nowadays closes.
That was Fernando Tatis Jr. mini. Last pack, Rich.
Okay.
Yeah, Mike Trout, regular.
Yeah.
Piper's Pipe.
Yay! I think we definitely need to go to Germany for that one.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I think these are perfect.
So that's the box, or two boxes. We didn't get anything sensational, but when you open a box like that, you're opening yourself up to another hour or two of looking through, organizing them, sorting them, figuring out what you want to keep or sell or trade. And there's places to sell them or trade them. But
And I know when I was doing box reviews for Sports Collectors Daily, this was one of the products my wife loved to open because of all the different things in it.
and some for her maybe, or
there was a lot
just
for her.
to observe that
As
she
a-
could relate to.
As a dog person, she would love this. She would love this product this year.
Well, I will trade you my non-Yellow Lab dog cards.
I will give you I will give you some minis in return.
Okay. Well, that'll be a good way to end this episode. Thanks, listeners. Thanks, Dane Coenen and Dynasty Breaks for providing 15 minutes actually more than 15 minutes of fun. Thank you, Topps, for putting out an interesting product. And we look forward to visiting with you again tomorrow. So, again, thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you soon, and enjoy your collecting pursuits.